Hello, and welcome back to the Calm and Connected podcast. I'm your host, Janine Halloran, and today we're going to talk about quick self-care. So one of the things that I think really holds people up from self-care is they feel like it has to be something that is longer than the time that they really have to do self-care. So, for me, it takes a couple hours for me to get my nails done. I love getting my nails done, but I don't have like an hour and a half to 2 hours to go and get a mani-pedi. That is a lot of my workday that is spent then doing that instead of doing something else. So I love to find quick ways that I can sort of help myself recharge and re-energize in the day or at night or whenever. So one thing I love and I think is really beneficial is just taking a walk. If you could take a walk in nature, that's even better. Like taking a walk outside, getting outside for a little bit is wonderful. But even if you can't do that, just taking a walk inside, taking 10 to 20 minutes to just to get up, to stretch, to move. It helps your blood flow. It helps you think better. It helps your creativity, to just give yourself that mental break of getting up and walking. Sometimes I actually listen to podcasts while I walk. It's my free time. It's my fun time. So I get to listen to all the podcasts that I really love while I'm walking around and taking a nice break. I also live in Massachusetts, which can get very cold. So occasionally it is too cold for me to go outside walking for more than a few minutes. So what I do then is I just get up and I walk around my house. I maybe walk up and down the stairs. I walk around on the first floor. I walk back and forth to a few different places. But it gives my brain a break and it gives my body a break from sitting all the time, which is what I tend to do in my job. You can even just do a 5-minute walk. It doesn't have to be 10 or 20 minutes. 5 minutes works too. Something else that is a nice break is to enjoy a cup of tea or a cup of cocoa or a cup of coffee, but really enjoy it from all points of view of your senses. So to really smell what it smells like, to feel the warmth in your hand, to taste it, to really taste it. How many of us really take a few minutes to taste our coffee or taste our tea? I don't. Not all the time. I have to be really careful about it and be a little bit more mindful about taking a moment to really enjoy the sensation of drinking a little bit of coffee and having a little sip. So there's something really soothing about just taking a few minutes and really focusing on it, and then jumping right back into work and continuing to sip my coffee as I do it. Coloring. I know there's a lot of adult coloring books out there, and truthfully, I don't even use those. I just like to color. I will doodle a little scribble, and then I'll color in all the little scribble sections. I know it sounds kind of weird, but any kid who's ever done therapy with me has seen me do this. This is what I do at the beginning of every therapy session when I work with a kid and they're into art. We'll do this. So I'll draw, and then sometimes I work with really great artistic kids, so they're drawing all sorts of things. They're making comic books and they're making all people and a whole town. I'm still scribbling, but I'm having a good time too. So you can download free printable coloring pages. There's even apps where you can do some coloring on them and you can fill in the little color things, or you can just buy an adult coloring book or a themed coloring book. I've also had a Harry Potter coloring book. I'm not embarrassed to say that. I love Harry Potter. And I've also seen Golden Girls coloring books, anime coloring books. Find something that you really enjoy and get it and use it. And don't be afraid to do some coloring. Don't be afraid to let that inner child out a little bit. In the notes, I'll share a couple of great places where you can get some free coloring pages as well. Another thing you can do is just be mindful for a few minutes. Now, I'm not talking where you need to sit and meditate for an hour. Nobody has time for that. No, that's not real life. You can't do that in real life with all the things that you need to get done. But what you can do is take a few minutes and practice it. So I use the app Insight Timer, and on there you can actually search for meditations by length of time. So you could do 0 to 5 minutes, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, 16 to 20. And so I tend to go to the 0 to 5 route, and you can also save scripts that you like the most. So I have one that's starred that's less than 4 minutes, and I love it. And it's something that can help center me, gives me a little bit of grounding at the beginning of the day or at the end of the day, just to help myself, focus a little bit. Also, I love the app Relax Melodies. They also have some scripts on there, or just some calming sounds or music where you can just listen for a few minutes and help yourself relax and calm down. And the other thing I like to do is progressive muscle relaxation. So back a few episodes ago, I talked about the progressive muscle relaxation, how it's a great strategy, a great coping skill for kids and teens. It works for adults too. I first did it when I was mostly an adult, right in college. I was pretty old the first time I did it, comparatively. But kids, this is for all ages. You just have to find a script that works for you. So I'll link to, I have a YouTube video of me reading a progressive muscle relaxation, and I'll link to a few others that I really like, and some resources where you can find some progressive muscle relaxations. But it can be a good way to help yourself even get ready for bed. So if you're laying in bed and you're doing this, it helps release that, you tense and you release, and it can help your body get settled and ready for bed. So I hope this has given you a few different ideas of things you can do to help yourself relax and take care of yourself for a few minutes. And I want to leave you with one last thought, that I want you to make sure that you are taking care of yourself and taking time for yourself every day, even if it's for only a few minutes. Relax and have some fun. Have an awesome day.